Welcome to Speak English with me.
Improve your vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation with our engaging lessons.
Hey, welcome back to Speak English with me. Before we jump in, if these conversations help you feel more comfortable with real English, subscribe to the channel and stay with us. Emma and I have plenty more natural English waiting for you.
And if you enjoy learning through real conversations instead of long, serious grammar lectures, give this episode a little support. It tells us, hey, keep talking, we are listening.
No way.
What?
No way.
Sam, we have been talking for less than a minute. What are you refusing to do?
Nothing. I am shocked.
Shocked by what?
You just said people are listening to us.
Oh, very funny.
No way. People are actually listening to this podcast? Are you serious?
There, that was better. Now I can hear the surprise in your voice. When you said no way in that flat voice, I thought you were refusing something.
And that is our whole conversation today, isn't it? Two tiny words. No way. Most learners know no and way, but put them together in real conversation, and suddenly your voice has to do half the work.
Maybe more than half. If I tell you, Sam, I want a trip to Italy, and you say, no way, with a high, excited voice, I know you are surprised and interested.
No way! You want a trip to Italy? Wait, really? When did this happen?
I didn't. Calm down.
Oh, you made it sound real.
But listen to your reaction. No way! Wait, really? When did this happen? That sounds alive. You didn't say, I am experiencing disbelief because your information is unexpected.
This is what I love about spoken English. A very small phrase can carry a huge amount of emotion. No way can show surprise, excitement, disbelief, and it can also become a strong refusal. But let's stay with surprise for a moment, because this is where many learners first hear it.
Yes, someone says, I got the job, and their friend says, no way, or I saw Daniel at the airport, no way, or my sister is getting married, no way, that's amazing.
Here's the important point. In those examples, no way does not really mean no.
That's what can feel strange. If you translate every word directly, your brain may ask, why is this person saying no? Nobody asked yes or no question.
Have you ever had one of those moments where your mouth reacts before your brain has fully understood the news?
Oh yes, a few years ago, I was visiting a friend in another city. It was raining, so we went into a tiny cafe. I was wet, cold, and in a terrible mood because my shoes were making that horrible squeaking sound.
That's a very specific kind of misery.
Every step was squeak, squeak, squeak. I felt like a children's toy. We sat down, I ordered tea, and I looked toward the counter. A woman was standing there with her back to me, and something about the way she moved looked familiar.
You recognized her?
Not immediately. My brain was quietly saying, I know this person, but I couldn't find the name. Then she turned around, and Sam, it was a girl I had been very close friends with when I was 13. We hadn't seen each other for years, and we didn't even live in the same city.
No way.
See? That one was real.
I felt it. What did you do?
I stared at her for 2 seconds and said her name. She looked at me, covered her mouth, and said, no way, Emma, no way.
Twice.
Twice, and that's natural. When people are genuinely shocked, they repeat themselves. Real conversation is not always neat. We say, no way, no way. Are you serious? What are you doing here? The emotion arrives in pieces.
Learners sometimes think natural English means creating one perfect sentence very quickly, but a person who suddenly sees an old friend in a random cafe may sound less organized, not more organized.
I wasn't thinking about grammar. She wasn't thinking about grammar. We were reacting, laughing, asking questions, and neither of us had actually explained why we were there.
And no way gave the moment more emotion than a calm, really?
It did. Really can sound surprised too, but no way often feels stronger. It's like your brain says, that cannot be true, while your face says, please tell me more.
This is also why learners should be careful with I don't believe you. Emma, I got 2 free concert tickets.
I don't believe you.
Wow, I feel accused.
You should. Where did you get these mysterious tickets?
Suddenly we're in a crime story. Try the warmer reaction.
No way! Are you serious? How did you get them?
Much better. surprised, curious, and slightly jealous.
Very jealous. And notice what happened after no way. I asked a question. That's how a reaction keeps a conversation moving. So don't hold on to one fixed translation. Listen to the voice, the situation, and what comes next. Those two little words may be carrying much more feeling than you think.
And sometimes those two little words carry a feeling that is much less friendly.
Oh, yes.
Emma, can I borrow your car this weekend?
No way.
See, I felt that in my soul.
Good.
You didn't even ask where I was going.
I don't need to know. I've seen you park.
That's unfair. I am a careful driver.
Sam, last month you sent me a photo of your car and said, "Look, I found the perfect parking space. Half of the car was on the pavement."
There was plenty of space for people to walk around it.
No way am I giving you my car keys.
And there we have a completely different use of no way. You're not surprised, you're not shocked, you are refusing, very clearly and, I would say, rather coldly.
Coldly? I think I was being kind. I could have said, "Sam, I would rather throw my car keys into a river."
Okay, no way suddenly sounds warm and gentle.
When we use no way as a refusal, it usually means absolutely not. The answer is a strong no. And this is where your tone matters again, because a playful no way between friends can feel very different from a flat, serious no way.
Let's test that. Imagine we're at a theme park and you point at the biggest roller coaster. It's incredibly high, people are screaming. I look up and say, "Emma, shall we go on that?"
No way!
That sounded scared.
Because I would be scared. My no way means absolutely not. I am not getting on that thing. But I might be laughing while I say it. I'm refusing in an emotional, playful way.
Now imagine I ask, "Can I read your private messages?"
No way.
Oh,
Did you hear the difference?
I did. I also regret asking.
The voice is lower and firmer. No smile, no playful energy. In that situation, no way means the answer is no, and please don't keep asking me.
So if someone gives you a firm no way, don't hear it as the beginning of a negotiation.
Please don't. That's important in real conversations. Sometimes learners focus so much on the words that they miss the social message. A serious no way can be a boundary. You need to respect it.
I remember learning that lesson with my cousin when we were younger. He had saved money for months to buy a new bicycle, and when he finally got it, it was his favorite thing in the world. He cleaned it almost every day.
I already know where this story is going.
You don't.
You asked to borrow it.
I asked to borrow it.
Sam.
I was 14. Anyway, I said, "Can I take your bike to the shop?" And he looked at me and said, "No way."
Sensible cousin.
I laughed because I thought he was joking, so I said, "Come on, I'll be careful." He looked at me again and said, "Sam, no way."
Oh, the pause.
Yes, 3 separate pieces. Sam, no way. At that point, even 14-year-old me understood that the conversation was finished.
That's a lovely example of how speakers can make a short phrase feel stronger. No way. When each word is slow and clear, the refusal can sound very firm.
Almost like there's a full stop after no.
Right. Compare these two. Sam, would you eat only boiled potatoes for an entire year?
No way, I'd lose my mind.
Playful. Now, Sam, give me your phone and let me post anything I want on your social media.
No way.
Firm.
Especially after hearing your bicycle story commentary. I don't trust you today.
That's fine. I don't want your phone.
You sound disappointed.
I'm devastated.
Listeners, I hope you're hearing the emotion here, because reading no way on a vocabulary card will not give you all of this. You need to hear how the phrase moves with the situation.
And there are a few very useful patterns around it. For example, there's no way I'm doing that.
There's no way I'm waking up at 4 in the morning on Sunday.
Why Sunday?
Because Sunday morning is peaceful. If you wake me at 4, I will not be peaceful.
Fair. There's no way I'm wearing uncomfortable shoes to a wedding again.
Again?
I made a bad decision once. The shoes looked beautiful in the shop. I put them on, walked around for maybe 30 seconds, and thought, these are fine.
30 seconds is a very serious test.
Don't laugh. On the wedding day, I wore them for 6 hours. By the end of the evening, I was sitting at a table, smiling at people, but inside, I was having a very emotional conversation with my feet.
What were your feet saying?
They were saying, Emma, you have betrayed us.
No way.
Yes way.
Wait, we are not teaching that one today.
I know, but I couldn't resist. Anyway, after that wedding, I said, there's no way I'm doing that again. That pattern is very natural when you've made a firm decision.
There's no way I'm plus the action. There's no way I'm paying that much. There's no way I'm going back there. There's no way I'm telling him.
And in casual speech, you may also hear people drop theirs. No way I'm paying that much. No way I'm going back there. It sounds direct and conversational.
Then we have one for our stronger listeners. No way would I do that.
Yes, no way would I jump out of a plane.
Even with a parachute?
Sam, adding a parachute does not make the sky feel like my natural home.
I would try it.
No way.
I would.
Wait, really? You would actually go skydiving?
I think so. I'd be terrified, obviously. My hands would be shaking, and I would probably ask the instructors 17 times if the parachute was working, but I think I'd jump.
I genuinely didn't expect that from you.
See, now you could have said, no way. You're surprised.
True. No way you would go skydiving?
Yes, and now let's make this interesting. I'll give you some choices, and you have to answer honestly.
Why do I suddenly feel nervous?
Because you know me. First one. Would you eat the same dinner every evening for a year if someone paid you $10,000?
10,000?
Yes.
What dinner?
Plain rice and 1 boiled egg.
No way. Not for a whole year. By day 12, I'd probably start crying when I saw an egg.
Would you sing your favorite song alone in the middle of a crowded shopping center?
No way.
For $1,000? Oh, the refusal is becoming weaker.
I didn't say yes, I'm thinking.
5,000?
I'd like to thank everyone for coming to my concert.
I knew it. Okay, last one. Would you let me choose your clothes for an entire week?
Sam, look at me.
I'm looking.
No way.
That was painfully clear.
And here's my question for everyone listening. What is one thing your friend could ask you to do that would make you immediately say, no way? Maybe it's singing in public, waking up at 4 in the morning, eating a food you hate, or lending someone something very important to you. Write one simple sentence in the comments. You can say, no way would I do that, or there's no way I'm doing that. And please be honest, because I want to know what makes you react as strongly as Sam asking to choose my clothes.
I have to admit, Emma, after that question, I started imagining what clothes I would choose for you.
And I started imagining how quickly I could change my phone number.
No way! You'd end a friendship over one jacket?
That depends on the jacket. But listen to your voice. You said, no way, quickly and high. That was surprise. A few minutes ago, I said, no way, slowly because I was refusing you.
Same phrase, different music.
I like that. English has this hidden music in conversation, and sometimes learners know every word, but still miss the feeling because they're listening only for dictionary meaning.
Let's make people hear it. I'll say no way 4 times. Don't think about grammar, just notice the feeling. First, no way.
Excited and surprised, like you've heard wonderful news.
Second, no way.
Softer, you sound shocked but in a quieter way.
Third, no way.
Firm refusal, the door is closed.
Fourth, no way.
Very playful. I can imagine a friend showing you an old photo and saying, look at in hair in 2015.
No way. Give me that photo.
There it is.
I think we need a game. I'll give you a situation and everyone listening can guess your meaning from your voice. Your brother tells you he secretly entered a cooking competition and won first prize.
No way, you won? You never even cook for us.
Surprise with a little family anger hidden inside.
Very realistic family emotion.
At work, someone says, can you cancel your holiday and come in every day next week?
No way.
I wouldn't ask a second time.
Good. My turn. Your best friend says, I was at the same concert as you last night. I was sitting 5 rows behind you.
No way! Why didn't I see you? Wait, were you wearing that ridiculous green hat?
Nice. You reacted and followed the surprise with questions.
Give me another one.
Someone asks to use your toothbrush.
No way.
You looked personally offended.
Some requests deserve emotion, Emma.
This is why I want listeners to practice phrases inside situations. If you repeat no way 10 times in the same neutral voice, your mouth learns the words, but your voice doesn't learn the conversation.
So, let's practice. Imagine your friend says, I just won $1,000.
No way!
Your friend asks, can I have all the money?
No way.
You discover you and your new coworker grew up on the same street.
No way!
And someone invites you to swim in freezing water at 6 tomorrow morning.
No way.
I could hear the cold water in your voice.
My body refused before my brain did.
Here's something else I notice in real conversations. Native speakers often build a reaction chain. No way is only the first step.
Yes. No way. Really? No way. Are you serious? No way. What happened? Those extra words invite the other person to continue.
If I say, Emma, I got a new job, and you just say, no way, then stare at me silently.
No way.
Thank you. Very warm. I feel supported.
Sorry. Try again.
Emma, I got a new job.
No way. Are you serious? When did you find out? You have to tell me everything.
Now I want to keep talking. That's the real lesson. A natural reaction isn't only about sounding more native. It shows the other person, I'm here, I'm listening, and your story matters to me.
I totally get that, because the best conversations have movement. One person brings news, the other person reacts, asks, laughs, pauses, and gives the story somewhere to go.
So don't use no way like a decoration you add to sound fluent. Feel the situation. Let your voice carry the emotion. And if you're interested, give the conversation one more question to keep it alive.
And before we finish, I want to save a few learners from using no way in every surprising situation tomorrow.
Please do. I can already imagine someone walking into work and saying, no way, no way, no way to everyone.
Because here's the thing, no way is emotional. Sometimes a simple really is more natural.
If your coworker says, I changed the meeting from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock, you probably don't need to shout, no way.
Unless that meeting has controlled your entire life for the past 6 months.
Fair. But normally, really? Okay, thanks, is enough. Save no way for moments with stronger surprise, disbelief, excitement, or refusal.
And be careful when the situation is serious or sensitive. If a friend shares sad news, a loud, excited no way may sound strange. You might say, oh no, really? Or, I'm so sorry. Natural English isn't about forcing your favorite phrase into every conversation. It's about choosing a reaction that fits the feeling.
Which brings us to a quick final challenge. I'll give you a situation and you decide surprise or refusal.
I'm ready.
Your friend says, I met my favorite actor at the airport.
No way! Are you serious?
Surprise. Someone asks you to give them your bank password.
No way.
Very sensible refusal. Your sister says, I bought us tickets to see our favorite band tonight.
No way! When? How? Show me the tickets.
Excited surprise. And finally, I ask you one more time if I can choose your clothes for a week.
There's no way I'm letting you do that.
I feel like that example has become personal.
It became personal a long time ago.
Before Emma ends our friendship, let's take a short word tour. First word, disbelief. Disbelief is the feeling that something is difficult to believe.
If Sam tells me he woke up at 5 in the morning just because he wanted to exercise, I may look at him in disbelief and say, no way. Really?
Rude, but helpful. Next, refusal. A refusal is when you say you will not do or accept something.
Can I borrow your car, Sam?
No way. That's my refusal.
I respect it. Firm means strong and clear. A firm no way tells the other person that your answer is serious.
Playful means light, fun, and not too serious. You might laugh and say, "No way, I'm not singing in front of all these people."
And intonation is the way your voice rises, falls, and changes while you speak. Today, you've heard how intonation can give the same two words very different feelings.
So, if you remember only 3 things from today, remember this. Notice the situation, listen to the voice, and feel the emotion.
Don't chase native English by collecting thousands of phrases and saying them with no feeling. Take a small phrase like no way, hear it in real situations, play with your voice, and let yourself react. That's when English starts to feel less like something you're studying and more like a language you're actually living in.
I love that. And now I have one final piece of shocking news.
Oh no.
I bought you a jacket.
No way.
Surprise or refusal?
Sam, after this entire conversation, you should know the answer. Thank you so much for listening to Speak English with me. Keep listening, keep reacting, and don't be afraid to put some real emotion into your English. We'll see you next time.